Hi, I'm Blue from Hello the Future, and a couple weeks ago I asked you all to send me in questions, and I promised I would answer them, and you did send me in questions, so as promised, I will answer them. First of all, before we answer the questions, check it out. Have you ordered pink car cover yet? Maybe you should. Okay, question number 1 comes from Feckless Man, and he asks me, why does T-Rex have feelings? He asks me this because a while ago, over a year ago now, I wrote a song called T-Rex Has Feelings, and a lot of people liked it. So here's my answer. T-Rex has feelings because a bunch of individual cells inside his brain somehow created an emergence that we don't understand. We've tried to understand it, but we don't understand. It created an emergence which realized that itself was a thing. This is like the great mystery of all time. How do the things inside our brain realize that in fact they are things when, the things inside this chair do not realize they are things? For all I know, maybe I'm hurting this chair even as we speak, but we do not think the things inside the chair realize that they are things. But the things inside T-Rex brain realize that they are things, and because of that, they begin to notice patterns in the world. And when something happens that conflicts with the pattern of things they thought would happen, then their response is sort of like pain, except it's not the kind of pain that you can track with your nerves, like the kind that you know, this is a nerve, it's not the point kind, it's a different kind. It's like the things that realize they are things also realize that the patterns they wanted to happen aren't happening, and so the things that realize they are things are somehow disappointed. I don't even know how that works. And yes, there is a physical component, like hearts kind of beat faster, or faces get redder, or occasionally, stomachs get churny, but, Feckless Man, T-Rex has feelings because Ryan North decided that T-Rex should have feelings. I hope that's good enough for you. Second question. The Creating Cat asks, is this my day job? No. No, it is not at all. No. I am a project manager, which is like super, super cool. And I can talk more about that another time. If you want to know what project managers do or why we do it, my shortest explanation is that a project manager is like a really good GPS, okay? We do not drive the car, but we give you the directions to get where you are going to go. Woo! Third question. I'm looking down because my questions are written on a piece of paper, which is on the floor. Third question is from Ross Sexton, and he asks me, where do I find my creative inspiration? Okay, so Ross, it's not like, this is hard to say. I find inspiration in the things around me. That is like the world's clichéiest answer, but it is true. I find inspiration by noticing all the cool stuff that there is in the world, and there's a gosh darn lot of cool stuff that there is in the world. And I am inspired, sometimes I am inspired by hearing that other people are inspired about things. For example, The Hunger Games, right? I did not know what it was, but other people were talking about how cool it was, and so I read it, and it was cool, and then I wrote some songs about it. But most of the time, I notice that things are interesting, and I want to share how interesting those things are with the world. Oh, that sounds like an even worse cliche, but what I mean to say is this: if something is interesting, and I write a song about it, and then you hear the song and you think that thing is interesting too, that is it. That is where my creative inspiration comes from. Interesting things. Whoa! Last question. There were only 4. How do I write a new song every week? This is from MC Large Huge Music. How do I write a new song every week? I do not write a new song every week. It takes me on average about 4 weeks to write a song. So it is not like I sit down and say, all right, between Monday and then the next Monday, I have to write a song. It is not at all like that at all. I have a number of songs which are kind of percolating and at various stages of being written, and I have a calendar which I keep online with Basecamp, ooh, ooh, Basecamp is the best project management application in the world. I keep a calendar on Basecamp, and it helps me kind of track which song I should work on finishing the fastest, but sometimes songs finish faster than others just because that's that kind of magical thing that happens. You can't really always 100% guarantee when a song is going to finish. But I always have a couple in the hopper, so if I need to shove a third verse on one and kick it out the door, then that is what I do. And so that is how I write a new song every week. It is that I don't actually write a new song every week. I write several songs, and each of them take about 3 or 4 weeks. And I stagger them so that there's always one done on time. And if there isn't one done on time, if I see a big gaping hole coming up, I ask my audience, just like I'm asking you now, to submit ideas for cover songs in the doobly-doo, in the comments, in the whatever, in my non-existent pants because I'm once again wearing a dress. So leave your cover songs there. And then in 2 weeks, because I anticipate there being a hole between songs in 2 weeks, I will cover one of your suggestions. That is all. Thank you for sending in the questions. You guys rock so hard. Bye.